In the previous episode, we talked about Meiji Mountain. Most tourists who visit Meiji Mountain also go to the Fuxi Temple. These two places are both in Tianshui and are very close to each other. As descendants of Yan and Huang and the heirs of the dragon, visiting the ancestors of Chinese civilization to enhance our sense of national pride is a very meaningful thing to do. The Imperial Temple is located in the Fuxi Cultural Center Square in Tianshui. Many Fuxi worship ceremonies are held here every year. Among them, the most grand is the Gansu Province Public Fuxi Worship Ceremony held every year on the summer solstice. It attracts Chinese people from all over the world to come and seek their roots and pay respects to their ancestors. Here, I have to complain once again. On the afternoon of the day we visited, a large number of tourists from all over the country were stuck at the ticket office and entrance gate. The reason was that the Fuxi Temple needed to limit the number of visitors. Upon asking around, we found out that Tianshui's cultural and tourism authorities had invited the internet celebrity Dong Yuhui to do a live stream at the Fuxi Temple in order to promote Tianshui's culture and boost tourism. It's perfectly normal to invite internet celebrities to promote Tianshui. There's nothing wrong with that. But not issuing any prior notice and suddenly turning away a large number of tourists, forcing hundreds of people to wait in over a 30-degree heat until the live stream ended is truly inhumane. This kind of unplanned, unannounced, and inconsiderate action is unacceptable. The arbitrary exercise of authority on the spot is something that really deserves criticism. Ever since Pangu created the heavens and the earth, from the 3 sovereigns and 5 emperors to the present day, you definitely know this saying, but who exactly was Pangu and who were the 3 sovereigns and 5 emperors? Well, you might not be able to explain that so clearly. These are all ancient myths and legends from a time when gods and humans were one. The 3 sovereigns were Suiren, Fuxi, and Shennong. Fuxi is considered the cultural ancestor of the Chinese nation. Legend has it that he created the 8 trigrams, invented writing tools, established rules for marriage, and set up rituals, laying the foundation for Chinese civilization. He is ranked first among the 3 sovereigns. The Fuxi Temple was originally built during the Yuan dynasty and rebuilt in the Ming dynasty, with subsequent renovations in later dynasties. Restorations have been carried out in every era since then. Originally, there were 64 ancient cypress trees in the temple, symbolizing Fuxi's 64 hexagrams. Currently, 37 of these remain, each over 800 years old. Inside the Jiantian Hall stands a 3-meter-tall painted clay statue of Fuxi holding a bagua, 8 trigrams plate in his hands. The atmosphere is solemn and dignified. You must understand clearly that what is worshipped here is a person, not a god or Buddha. It is only because he lived in ancient times that he has been deified. On either side of him are Shennong and Xuanyuan, the Yellow Emperor. While this arrangement is a bit chaotic, Xuanyuan, also known as the Yellow Emperor, should actually be the foremost among the martial emperors. Placing him here is not appropriate. Also, while highlighting Fuxi, you shouldn't make the other 2 ancestors, who are also considered the 3 sovereigns, so much smaller. If you look up at the ceiling, you'll see the Hetu, the Xiantian Bagua diagram, and the 64 hexagrams orientation chart, which are rarely seen in China. These 2 millstone-like objects are called the Hetu and the Luoshu, 2 mysterious diagrams passed down from ancient China. According to legend, during the time of Fuxi, a dragon horse appeared in the Yellow River with a dragon's head, dragon's scales, a horse's body, bird's wings, ox hooves, a fish's tail, and a snake's belly. The patterns on its back and belly were the Hetu. Inspired by this, Fuxi created the Bagua, 8 trigrams. This became the origin of the I Ching, Book of Changes. When Yu the Great was controlling the floods, a divine turtle appeared in the Luo River. The patterns on its shell were called the Luo Shu. The black dots represent yin and the white dots represent yang, arranged in a matrix. The numbers from 1 to 10 form a specific spatial layout. This symbolizes the balance of yin and yang and the interrelationship of the 5 elements, mutual generation and restraint. The Hetu and Luoshu are considered one of the origins of Chinese civilization, closely related to the I Ching, yin-yang, the 5 elements, astronomy, and the calendar. Behind the Xiantian Hall is the Taiji Hall, which is a sleeping palace. On both sides, inside the hall, you can learn about Fuxi's life and his contributions to humanity. But I found that some of the claims are a bit exaggerated. Even Shenong tasting hundreds of herbs is attributed to Fuxi here. Even Swiren's invention of making fire by drilling wood is attributed to Fuxi, which doesn't seem very fair. The 2 wooden carved windows in the Taiji Hall are Ming Dynasty works. One features a coiled dragon and the other a phoenix on a tortoise shell. They use open-work carving techniques with exquisite composition and profound meaning, making them among the most important cultural relics of the Fuxi Temple. Hey, don't forget to take a look! We're actually quite unfamiliar with the Zhouyi and the 8 trigrams. Coming to the Fuxi Temple is, first, to pay respects to our ancestors, and second, to learn about them. In ancient times, our ancestors had already begun to understand the laws of nature and knew how to live in harmony with it. This marks the beginning of Chinese civilization. That's enough. Starting from the next episode, we'll begin exploring the beautiful scenery of Gannan. Fans, don't take it too seriously. I know what I'm telling you now isn't about Gannan yet. I'm sharing things in the order of the places I passed through after leaving Tianjin. Don't just focus on Jagana and Lebrang Monastery. We need to ease into the highlights gradually.